They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
I've got to go. Let me respond. There's a lot to respond to here. Let's get something straight.
We hold these truths to be
We shouldn't be
self-evident.
disappointed. But I've done so far as more than anybody else has done this far. Okay? Number one. Number two, I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it.
Figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Oh, yeah. You're a lying dog-faced pony shoulder. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
Not good.
So it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
No good.
They look at it. So I learned about roaches.
Good.
I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Get your words straight, Jack.
The truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.
And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do?
And I did, and back in those days, to show how things had changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on board.
I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics.
I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate on here. I parked my car outside the gate. Walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And they had, in those days, used to remember the straight race. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty.
I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you. Esther Williams, I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said.
Dumb people, liberal people.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about
hell.
Hunter? Are you talking about
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about me.
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter
you know
got
Bo.
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He
For
wasn't dishonorably.
cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president. Not good. Believe me, not good. No good. No good. No good. Really bad for you. They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal. Should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up. And they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble. They had We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
Everybody comes in your grandmother, 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 your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins, everybody comes in your grandmother, no good, really bad for you. And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Look, talk about education. I propose that what we take is those very poor schools, the Title I schools, triple the amount of money we spend, from 15 to 45 billion a year. Give every single teacher a raise, an equal raise of getting out the $60,000 level. Number two, make sure that we bring in to help the teachers deal with the problems that come from home. The problems that come from home. We have one school psychologist for every 1,500 kids in America today. It's crazy. The teachers are I'm married to a teacher. My deceased wife is a teacher. They have every problem coming to them. We have to make sure that every single child does in fact have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help, they don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words. A kid coming from a very poor school, a very poor background, will hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there. There's so much. I'm going to go like the rest of them do, twice over. Okay? Look.
So stupid. Thank you. So stupid. Thank you. So stupid. Thank you.
American dream, the great American dream, versus being a socialist hellhole.
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you'd like to see, help out. If not, vote the other way. Give me a look, though. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right?
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Who you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers. No more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
Get your words straight, Jack.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Bad deal should have never been thought of.
Is this thing on? Holy shit! It's on, folks! Whoa! Look at that. I'm about to fade into existence. That's incredible. Welcome. This is Above It All, episode 1171, if I have counted correctly, if my numbers are correct, of which they might not be. They could very well not be correct, but I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that they are correct. So these are the numbers that I've been given. That I've given them to myself. Actually, I gave them to myself. I keep track of them all by myself, and then I pass them along. And now I've picked up where I've put down, and the numbers are growing once again. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so hello users. What is Pop-a-Lop? And we got Mila in the chat. We got Mr. Freak Glitcher in the chat. We got Reb. We've got Non-Applicable, we've got Rialan, we got Carlos, we got Abner, what's poppin'? We got Bob Carmody, we got someone else, I assume, Temporarily Embarrassed Goddess, we got Joe Chen Spalding, we got CJ, we've got the Monster of God, with or without a the, I prefer the. We've got Euphonics Studio Recording, I love clean coal, baby. Anastasia L. You know what I've just realized, folks? Nicholas Nordland, you know what I've just realized, choking on ashes? Do you not know what I just realized? There's a smudge on my fucking glasses. Can you, is that possible? Are we really in this universe right now, in this particular branch of the multiverse where my fucking goddamn glasses are smudged again? It really is a pain in my frickin' A. Hello, Guinea the Dragon. Hello, Good Morning Comrade. Hello, Gwolf. Hello, Jalal. I think that was it. I think I got it. Hello. What's poppin'? Hi! Alright. We got Joe's in the chat. All right. There you go. All right. So, that's I've successfully eaten up like a solid 45 seconds. So now what else do I do for the next 2 hours? Anyway, I got some news here, folks. You sent a story on Piscord. I hate Piscord. I saw that. It's a little bit too much for me right now. I was planning on maybe doing that tomorrow, but I have seen that. I've read through some of it. I'm working away. Hello, Rudy. Hello. Get contacts? I could never do contacts. The idea of putting something on my eyeball, nope. Can't do it. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Nope. You want to know what that sounds like to me?
Bad deal, should have never been thought of. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, where they thought about it.
Not gonna do contacts. I'm sorry. Please cover the Trump Coke scandal. I did yesterday, you dumb dog. Come on, man. Imagine being a day behind. Unless he got caught again. Let me verify this. Trump Coke 2. Let's see. Nope, folks. Mr. Freak Glitcher's just behind. They're a whole 24 hours in the past right now. That's crazy. It's incredible. Anyway, we've got some news here. So Ilhan Omar, precious, lovely Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, I love her. Oh, that's interesting. Hold up, folks. Hold up. It appears, and this is according to reports, that it appears that my monitor is not showing up right now. Hold the phone, folks. Hold the phone. My monitor is not showing up properly. I cannot perform screens. It's just not functioning. So give me a couple seconds here to fix that. It's weird, man. It's super strange. I don't know what's going on here, man. I got a potential spam call on my cell phone. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's weird. For whatever reason, my monitor is just not functioning. I don't know why that is. It's very distressing. I must admit, it is partially distressing. It is of a partial distress. I might have to restart my bullshit, which I don't like doing, but I will. So, hello. This is only a minor disaster. Of course. Alright, so I think I have fixed the problem. I apologize for that. For whatever reason, my OBS, which is the software I use for the it just stopped working with my monitor for a second. But it appears that it's working again. So, bada boom, we're ready to talk about Ilhan Omar now. Alright, so it appears that Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is, as the kids would say, going in on Joe Biden's White House and administration after it was reported that they may just fill in some gaps in Trump's disgusting racist monument at the border. I'm just going to fill in some gaps, right? You know, it's like, oh, we're not going to build any new wall. We're just going to fill in the gaps that are there, right? Just make sure it's ready for when Trump takes office again in 2025. Ready, the gaps are filled, and then Trump is going to go back and finish it, right? That's what Joe Biden's administration is saying about the wall. Ilhan Omar says otherwise. So, this is from Fox News. I got to read the Fox News version of this, of course. Representative Ilhan Omar D-Min put heat on the Biden administration Wednesday not to restart funding for the border wall. It's shameful and unacceptable for @POTUS to continue the construction of Trump's xenophobic and racist wall, Omar wrote on Twitter. As you can see, there's the tweet. The White House announced Tuesday it was funding limited border wall construction after Biden had issued an early executive order pausing work on former President Trump's key policy platform. Approximately 450 miles of wall was constructed under the Trump administration, with officials saying about an additional 350 was funded. Wall construction remains paused. There is a review underway taking a look at funds that have been allocated. We have never believed the wall is an answer to addressing immigrant challenges, Psaki said Wednesday. Interesting. Psaki was asked about a Washington Times report that Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has told Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also called ICE, employees that while money for the wall had been stopped, it, quote, leaves room to make decisions on, quote, finishing gaps in the wall. So yeah, this is, you can read the rest of this if you want. But yeah, so this is pretty good. I think if a Democrat is in any capacity advocating for any building of any wall anywhere, I mean, I'm sorry, but like as far as I'm concerned, that should be grounds for dismissal from the Democratic Party. As far as I'm concerned, like if I were like had some superpower and I could like possess Nancy Pelosi for 12 hours, what I would do is I would introduce a resolution to ban all the members of the Democratic Party, including Joe Biden. Imagine Joe Biden start getting elected as a Democrat and then becoming an independent because the Democrats fucking kicked him out of the party over the border wall. I'm just spitballing here. But I'm just saying, my point when I say that is that if you're a Democrat and you're supporting any construction on the wall that is not deconstruction, like I said, we gotta melt this wall down into raw resources and like build some fucking statues to Karl Marx with that shit. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you can disagree. Maybe we can build some other kind of statues as well. But that being said, I just want to, be very clear on the wall issue. There is no centrism on the wall. Sorry, not going to do it. Just as how I have no centrism on the kids in cages, by the way, Biden administration, TikTok. What's going on there, buddy? Something's going on there. Oh wait, I apologize. The migrant facility with the youth migrant facilities. I forgot that's what they're called now. Either way, Ilhan Omar going in as I like to see that. I see Ilhan Omar tweet, I press like, it's that simple, really, it's that simple. China has a wall, Trump wanted a wall. Be less like China and Trump? I don't know much about the history of the China wall. I'm sure it's got an interesting history, but I literally know nothing about it other than that it exists. It's depressing how ICE existed since Bush and only got outraged once it became really bad under Trump. I mean, we also, yes, that sucks, but it's also a big generational shift here. A lot of young people don't fuck around, which I like. I appreciate that about young people. If they don't fuck around. That's a bad thing when you've got, the Nazis that are, 19 years old. That's a bad thing because they don't fuck around, right? But then when you've got, everyone else, it's pretty awesome because, they don't fuck around. I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. The Great Wall was created for similar reasons. It's a tourist attraction. All right. Interesting. I didn't know that about the wall. But anyway, that's my show for today. Thank you for watching. I'm just kidding. So we've got some more stuff lined up here, but again, I just wanted to apologize about the quick bullshit because I'm apologizing to myself because that's going to be really annoying to edit later when I have to do that. But anyway, I don't know. I got some other stuff here, which is god damn, man. There's so much cringe. That's the problem with this world is that there's just so much cringe. But I've got some good stuff too. Let's look at Google News. Let's see if there's anything on Google News. Just anything that's breaking up more mass shootings. I don't want to fucking talk about motherfucking mass shootings. God damn it. There's more. What the hell? All right. last of my coffee. All right. Some fires that are killing people, children dying in fires. I love that. Why is the news so goddamn depressing? Like, what the fuck is this, man? Wow. Suicidal thoughts are increasing in young kids, experts say. Oh, that's no good. Oh, this should be fun. This should be fun. This would be like a genuinely entertaining piece to read. Hold up. Alrighty. I'm not gonna read that. Alright, let's go to this. Let's read this. This is something that's good. What's poppin', Matt? How's it going? Sounds to me like guns are bad and should be made illegal. I mean, you know. I like, that's the problem, is like, they should be made illegal, but the way you go about making them illegal is a huge issue, and I don't trust the Democrats to properly take people's guns away. Like, they're gonna fuck it up, right? That's the thing with the assault weapons ban. It's like, yes, should assault weapons be banned? Maybe, sure, maybe. But at the same time, like 90-something% of gun violence is with handguns. So it's like, all right, assault weapons are banned, but people are still going to be dying every day with shootings. So it's like, I don't know. Either, as far as I'm concerned, either you find a way to ban all guns, like just like with this fucking just take them all away, ban 3D printing of guns, make them instant, like either you do that, right, which I don't think is possible in the United States of America, or I would just rather them expand mental health services, that kind of stuff, because I feel like a lot of gun violence is rooted in poverty and mental illness, as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, the Democrats just want to focus on assault weapons, which I don't think is, you know, it's not my thing, personally. I'm not into just a narrow assault weapons ban, personally. And I don't think it would be implemented properly. But as far as weapons in general, I mean, if we could create a society that doesn't even have baseball bats, I mean, I'm down with that. Like, anything that you can use to kill someone else, if we can find a way to get rid of those in society, I would be in favor of that. But I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, I got some news here, folks. Some news. This is some decent news. This is some news that's actually not terrible. So let's read. New Mexico governor signs historic legislation to end qualified immunity. New Mexico becomes the second state in the nation to end qualified immunity by the Innocence staff. This is from innocenceproject.org, folks. Today, New Mexico became the second state in the nation to abolish qualified immunity when Governor Lujan Grisham signed the New Mexico Civil Rights Act into law. That's cool. In addition to eliminating qualified immunity, the historic legislation will also allow New Mexicans, including the wrongfully convicted, to recover damages from the government when their constitutional rights are violated, while also providing incentives for government employees to respect and uphold constitutional rights. That's pretty cool, right? Qualified immunity is a court-created doctrine that allows public officials to escape accountability after they engage in misconduct, even when their actions send an innocent person to prison. The New Mexico Civil Rights Act represents an historic culture shift. Interesting. Represents a historic culture shift in the fight for real accountability in law enforcement, and we applaud Governor Lujan Grisham for signing it into law. said Lori Roberts, a state policy advocate for the Innocence Project. The bill received widespread support from a bipartisan coalition of organizations including, but not limited to, the Innocence Project, Americans for Prosperity, American Civil Liberties Union, Institute for Justice, National Policies Accountability Project, and Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, founders of Ben and Jerry's. Incredible. HB4 is an incredible victory. Yes. You can read the rest of this if you'd like. It just kind of goes into some stories about people getting fucked over. But again, cops should not be above the law. As far as I'm concerned, I believe personally that police should have a harsher punishment than everyday citizens. And what I mean by that is their job is to protect people. If they violate that when that's their job, I think that there should be an expanded sense of punishment when it comes to that. I think if a police officer violates the oath of office that they take, or at least, give them an oath of office that's good or something, I don't know, because I'm sure the oath or whatever that they take is good, or not good now, but you know what I mean. When they don't protect someone, if they do an illegal chokehold, if they put their fucking knee on someone's neck, etc., they should be immediately fired, right? Put on a blacklist across the entire country. If we could, in my socialist utopia, make it across the world, yes. Blacklisted from ever becoming a police officer, ever becoming a security guard, ever becoming anyone that has anyone else's safety in their hands. That's what I'm saying. One abuse of force complaint, as soon as it's verified that they abused their position, immediately fired. Find a new job, Jack. Have a good one. That's the way I would play. And if they kill people, if they actually murder people, if they, break people's bones, I think you should double their sentences. They're not an everyday guy who got into a street fight because someone called them fucking shitty looking, right? These are cops. They are designated to be our protectors. If you've got them going out there, attacking people, crumbling their bones, I'm sorry, but I mean, it's not like a grocery store clerk, accidentally dropped the fucking milk crate on someone and they got mad and punched them in the face. We're talking about people that are designed in their role in society is to protect other people. If they're violating that role in society, I think that they should carry harsher punishments. That way, you got, on both ends, you got them, making sure they don't fuck up. And, right, if they do fuck up, problem solved, right? Now, those are two major reforms. If I were to reform the police, those are two major reforms I would go. And you know what? I think every single cop who's employed right now would be fired under those circumstances. And that's kind of my idea, right? So that's what I'm aiming for. But anyway, that's good. New Mexico has some really good stuff going on in New Mexico. That's awesome. So shout outs to New Mexico. I got dismissed from jury duty for saying I generally don't trust police. The way you gotta do jury duty if you want to be, a good person, is you give them no reason to dismiss you, right? And then you take your radical beliefs into the jury system. That's what you gotta do. Because if you say you don't trust police, guess what? They're going to weed you out and then someone's going to get fucked over. But if you would have just told them, I love cotton candy and I'm happy to be here, right? Something like, oh, wow, it smells like Apple Jacks in this room. If you would have been a nice person, and then you get on that jury, you could have saved someone's life. You know what I'm saying? Hello, the newest of Mexicos. Welcome, welcome. This isn't Mexico 1. This isn't Mexico 2, folks. This is Mexico 3. The newest of Mexicos has entered the chat. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had jury duty one time, and they dismissed me, unfortunately. I didn't tell them anything. I just said, I was the most basic possible. Because I wanted to be a juror. I really wanted to. But then the case that I was assigned to, no one showed up or something like that. There was a technicality, so I got sent home. And then I remember when I got sent home, I walked to the bus stop, and I literally, as soon as I walked out of the courthouse, I saw the bus that I was supposed to get on driving away, and that was a bus that only came once an hour. Once an hour, folks! So I was just walking around this small little town with the courthouse in it for an hour until the next bus came, and that was a whole day. That was a whole ass day. But I would totally become a juror. Do you smell the Apple Jacks too? I love it. I love Apple Jacks. What do you think about the police? I'm sorry. The one time I had jury duty, they made me foreman the first day because I could articulate my thoughts. Oh my god. That sounds good. Fucking it smells like apple. Oh. My god. It smells like... I'm sorry for saying that. Like, I don't know where that came from. It just kind of came, you know? Give me a second. Whew! Matt should be the dang courtroom sketch artist. There you go. I think they're jolly chaps. I love jolly chaps. This one time I had jury duty, I ended up in the juror box for a civil trial until one of the attorneys had me stricken from it for some reason. Did you ever get the reason? Because that would freak me the fuck out if they like were in the middle of the trial and then like the prosecutor like points at you like, whoosh, dismissed. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. 55% voter turnout. Are results in yet? Or is it just numbers like that, preliminary numbers? Either way, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Be ready next week. Sounds good. That sounds good. All right. All right, folks. I gotta fire up my machine real quick for this next story. Once you see the story, you'll know why I fired up the machine. He didn't like the look of me. I mean, can you blame him, Jeff Landry? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm obviously joking at this current time. That is what I do. I joke. But yeah, I've always wanted to do jury duty. I was genuinely, very unironically upset when I didn't get to go into a jury. I know, like, most people don't like it, but, like, seriously, jury duty is awesome. You are participating in the political process directly. Like, the way I see it, the legal system is the most political aspect of our society. It's the most political aspect of our society. These are where laws get put to the test and real people's lives are really affected by these real laws. Right? So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, right, it's a privilege to be participatory in the jury system in the process. Like, I don't care if the case is boring. I mean, if I could have any say in someone's life, like, for the better, I mean, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Also, wouldn't it be cool to be selected for one of those, like, grand juries and, like, get put in a hotel room somewhere and have all your computers and electronics taken away? Like, that was, like, when I was in the jury thing, that they said that was a possibility. And I was like, God damn, I hope so. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, like, imagine, like, you know, you're stuck in a hotel room in some major city for fucking 6 months. You have no cell phone. Like, that sounds awesome, bro. Like, please hire me to be a juror. Like, come on. My jury convicted a guy who robbed the same King Soopers in Boulder, Colorado that was the scene of the mass shooting. That's crazy, dude. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I'm firing up the machine, folks. The machine is getting fired up. You want to know why? You want to know why? I'll give you a little teaser. This is my next story. You want to know why? Little tease. Nope. Just a tease. That's what I'm getting into next. Huh? Then he can write a book about the case and make millions. Hell yes, exactly. Like, seriously, if you are, like, I want to be on the fucking jurors as much as possible. I want to be there. Like, how do I sign up? Like, this bitch, like, who at the thing, was like, you know, even if you come today, you'll be off the thing for 2 years. And I'm like, no, don't take me off the thing for 2 years. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I want this to be my job. I'll come here every day if you'll let me. I don't want to come back in 2 years. I'll be dead in 2 years, motherfucker. Let me be a juror. Like, come on, man. How's everyone doing today? I hope we're having a great day. I hope we're having a good day. I'm having a good day, personally. And so as a result, I think everyone else should be having a good day. Because if I'm having a good day, and then you're watching my stream, and you're, like, grumpy, and you're like, I'm grumpy, I'm like, if that's you, I mean, like, first of all, what the fuck? Second of all, you should be having a good-ass day, because you're in a good stream, you're surrounded by good vibes, like, what the fuck, man? Hello, Ali CIA. Our local Central Intelligence Agency operative has entered the chat room once again. I have no comment on that endeavor, the newest of Mexico's. No comment. Actually, I do have a comment. So I was going to fast for 48 hours. And I chose to cap it at 36 because in the middle of the night, I was super sleepy and Max really needed to pee. And so he kept like, I was like, can you wait a couple hours? And Max was like, nope, I can't do it. So I tried to move and I couldn't move because I was tired. I was hungry. I didn't have any coffee made. Right. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to eat a handful of nuts. And so I did. So I cut my fast off at 36 hours. Still pretty good. But Max had to pee, and I just did not have enough energy for that. So I had to eat food and drink, like, a lot of water. At, like, 3 a.m. in the morning. Because of that dang dog. But that's okay, you know, whatever. 36 hours is still pretty good. I'm doing good, but I'm listening, not reading the chat, RN. Imagine not reading the chat room, which is an essential part of this experience. You know, again, it's incredible. I definitely don't buy drugs online. I also don't buy drugs online because that would be illegal, and I follow the law. What's poppin', Erica? Why, fasting from water? No way. No. Water is essential to life. I would never go 36 hours without water. God, no. I mean, I probably would have had the same interaction had I gotten up in the morning. But because I had only slept for like 4 hours or 5 hours, right? I wasn't like fully like energized from the sleep yet. So I was just like immobile. God fucking damn. This machine has been on for a while. I'm so sorry. I got this next story coming up. You'll see, and it's not good. It's actually really bad for you. I want my like live stream to like unironically be like the most like wholesome community. Just in existence. You know, that's my goal. Like, I don't want any fuckers in here. I want everyone in this chat room to be a beautiful, wholesome, honest, and lovable person. That's the goal. Right? And that doesn't mean, like, you know, we got people like Shuryef, right? Call out post. They're a little bit wacky, and that's okay. You can be wacky and zany. Right? You can pretend you're depressed online. Right? But as long as you're, like, genuinely happy, that's what we're going for here. That's what I'm going for anyway. All right, folks. I try to be nice sometimes. That's all good. It's all good. I'm behind the video. Ali CIA, where are you, buddy? Ali CIA is trapped in a time travel loop. Could you imagine that? You're watching a live stream. Lo and behold, wait a second. I'm 40 minutes behind. I'm in another world right now. I'm in like another dimension. What is that? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Max the dog is on the move. It's crazy. Anyway, you sent the link on Discord. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. I'll maybe look at that tomorrow. Anyway, so let's look at this today. So, I want to set this up by saying...
No good, really bad for you.
So, Elon Musk Day to be celebrated on April 20th. And this is from The Hill, folks. And The Hill put this story in the Changing America section. This is in the Changing America section.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
This is in the Changing America section. I really, like, I mean, that's incredible. I really just, I'm sorry, like, before I get too deep into this, I mean.
Unbelievable.
It's in the Changing America section. All right, let's read. So, April 20th, 2021 is now Elon Musk Day. According to some, and I just want to say for reference, that some does not include me. That does not include me. That is other people. I do not associate with those people. I am not even remotely close to those people. They do not represent me. So, according to some, the Tesla Owners Club of Austin. Like, can you imagine being a bigger fucking nerd? Hey guys, I'm in the Tesla Owners Club of Austin. I love Elon Musk. Like, and that, like, what? Who is that? Like, this is why I believe in Medicare for all, because some of these people fucking need therapy, man. Jesus Christ. A day used to celebrate marijuana. What? Young Tesla investor, Enarbek Imanbay. I'm so sorry. Imanbay. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Well, I am sorry because, you know, but decided he did not want to wait until Elon Musk passed away to commemorate him. He wants to honor Musk's legacy as it grows in real time. What? I'm sorry. I mean, like, again, I hate to whip out the soundboard, but, like...
No good. No good.
It's just so bad. Are you ready for this? We often wait too long to celebrate our heroes and monumental people in society. Why wait? On hashtag Elon Musk Day, the request is that we share ways the products of Musk's companies have changed our lives for the better, or ways in which Elon himself has inspired us. Oh my god, dude, I can't with this shit. I'm sorry.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Starting on or around April 20th. What does that mean? Starting on or around? Like, what? Starting on or around April 20th, the hashtag is expected to trend nationwide, for the love of fuck, cementing the grassroots campaign in Elon Musk in the Changing America section on The Hill, bro. Like, this is, again, why you need to be skeptical of the media. Like, we're in the Changing America section of The Hill. The Hill, controlled, by the way, owned by a far right-wing Republican Trump donor, right? So this is in the Changing America section. The same section, by the way, that they use for all, like, the Black Lives Matter stuff. Yeah, that section. They're in the Changing America section, talking about how Elon Musk has a grassroots fucking campaign. Like, I'm sorry, man, but, like, what the fuck is going on here? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, what the hell? In addition to April 20th being associated with pot, it is also a strange day of coincidences. On April 20th, 1996, the Columbine High School massacre occurred. Interesting. That's such a strange coincidence. And on April 20th, 1889, is Adolf Hitler's day of birth. Wow, those are interesting coincidences. Thank you, Changing America section in The Hill, talking about Elon Musk's grassroots campaign. Thank you so much for that. I mean, like, fuck me. What on earth is this article? Who wrote this and why? I mean, god damn. God damn. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's incredible.
So stupid. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
Fuck me, dude. I just like, Maxie. Look at that dog. I don't know what he's doing. She's trying to sit down. Oh my god, that dog. I can't believe that's in the Changing America section, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. The author must have given him a blowy. I mean, I wish. Or I guess they wish, maybe. Columbine was planned for Hitler's birthday, so that's not a coincidence. I did not know that, but that's interesting. Alright, so we got some more bullshit-ass bullshit here. So brace for impact. We got some bad news. Brace for impact, folks. Some bad fucking news. I'm just trigger warning, man. You gotta fucking put the seatbelt on. When is UAC Labs? Maybe I'll do that on April 20th. Fucking Mark McDougal, the resident fucking Elon defender. The resident Elon defender. Imagine this is you. You wake up, right? Okay. You're stretching, right? Like you're, grasping at the world, experiencing life again. You've awoken from a slumber, right? So you get up, right? And you go, let's say you go into your kitchen, you make some breakfast, right? You're reading the news on your phone, and then boom, a pop-up notification. What is this I see? Above it all, episode 1171. Click, and then you click on the show, and then you see some dumb bitch talking about how the great Elon Musk is actually not so great. And then so you're sitting there, right? Your coffee is still steaming, right? The fucking, your bread is sopped with fucking egg yolk, right? And you just put down the toast in your fucking hand. You put it down, back on the plate, you grab your phone with both hands, and you start typing away, defending the richest man in the world. What is this scenario? I'm sorry, but what on earth are you doing, Mark? Do you need help? What is that, man? Holy mackerel. Oh, he just sent one message, to be fair. It was two messages. Both hands! This motherfucker's using both. I can't, man. Both goddamn hands. I probably do need help. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Hopefully y'all appreciate my storytelling. Alright, folks, let's get into the... I needed some comic relief before this segment, because this segment sucks. So, alright. In North Carolina, that's the state that I live in. I live here. This is following suit with the horrendously anti-trans state legislation because we got a pretty hefty Republican legislature here. And so this one is, they're trying to, like, it's like they're going for the world record here. Like, can we make the worst bill possible? Arkansas got theirs, Louisiana's going in, you know, you got South Carolina, they're trying something, right? You know, you got Alabama. Like, can we one up all these people? No, we can't. We can do better. We can 5 up these motherfuckers. So this is what they go for. 3 North Carolina Republican lawmakers introduced a bill Monday that would prevent doctors from performing gender confirmation surgery for transgender people younger than 21. Now, I also want to say that we do have a Democratic governor here. I'm not sure how that would fall. Like, I don't know where he would fall on this, but I mean, I'm just, pointing that out. The legislation follows a nationwide trend of GOP-controlled state legislatures looking to limit treatments for transgender adolescents. Unlike other states, however, North Carolina would classify adults between the ages of 18 and 21 as minors under the Youth Health Protection Act. What on God's green earth? Medical professionals who facilitate a transgender person's desire to present themselves or appear in a way that is inconsistent with their biological sex. Again, I do not appreciate NBC News using bizarre dog whistle terms like biological sex. There is no such thing as biological sex. Every human is different. We all fall under different categorizations, but categorizations are on no definition definitive because language does not exist in the same realm of reality that the real world does. We use language to provide a convenient and consistent way to refer to certain things, but they are by no means rules of the laws of nature. Like, this word and that word are not etched into the fucking atom, motherfucker. But anyway, so NBC News being cringe aside, could have their license revoked and face civil fines of up to $1,000 per occurrence. The measure bars doctors from providing gender-confirming hormone treatment, puberty blockers, or surgery. So this is, again, including hormone therapy. So again, under the age of 21, that's like just ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. For reference, I started hormones when I was 21, so not under the age of 21, but still, if I could have done it sooner, I would have. Senate Bill 514 would also compel state employees to, this is where it gets even worse, state employees to immediately notify parents in writing if their child displays gender non-conformity or expresses a desire to be treated in a way that is incompatible with the gender they were assigned at birth. This is like way worse than the previous part. This is like where it gets like serious, like what the fuck, bro? LGBTQ advocates fear the bill would out people under 21 who tell state workers that they may be transgender. That applies to teachers. So imagine like a lunch lady, right, overhears you talking about how, like, you wanted to, like, play with your sister's Barbie or something, and then that lunch lady notifies the principal, and the principal calls your mom about it. Like, that's basically what they're trying to do. It's like they're trying to put targets on anyone who is LGBTQ in any capacity or even shows any sort of, like, acceptance for them. Like, like, what if the lunch lady overhears someone talking about how, like, their fucking best friend might be gay and that's cool or something, and then they still call the principal, and, like, you're like, they're really just trying to put a target on your back. They're trying to, like, just literally, like, make sure everyone knows who you are so that they can hurt you in any way that they see fit. And then also denying life-saving medical care. It's like, what? Right? What? But again, North Carolina does have a Democratic governor. I don't know how this would play out. So, I mean, we'll see, but, Jesus, right? This is like, again, they didn't just go for the 1-up on Alabama and Arkansas. They went for the fucking 37-up. They're going up, 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 motherfucker. They're like, yo, hold my beer. Hold my fucking goddamn fuck. I've got some shit to show you. It's incredible, man. It's crazy. But anyway, so that's the bad news out of the way. Just kidding, folks, just kidding. You thought that was it? Y'all motherfuckers were like, damn, that was some bad news. I'm glad it's over. Well, I've got some even worse news. Actually, it's not even worse because I don't live in Arkansas. I live in North Carolina, so technically the North Carolina news is worse. But that being said, Tucker Carlson had an interesting show 2 days ago, and I'm going to be playing some clips from that. Reminder, the age of consent in Arkansas is 15. You can, fuck people and get married at 15, but you can't make a personal decision about your own personal, bodily chemistry at the age of 15. All right, okay. Right, if you're gonna allow fucking people, right, and marrying people at the age of 15, and the drinking age is still 21, at that point, what the fuck are you doing, man? I don't know, it's just so weird. It's almost like these people have, a specific fetish for something, and, I'm just throwing that out there. What's poppin', Charlie? The kids who are already in the program and receiving treatment are just immediately cut off from medical treatment. So, that's how that works. No good. But anyway, so on Tucker Carlson's program, Resident Fascist, Tucker Carlson had the governor of Arkansas on to describe why the governor chose to veto the anti-trans bill that was kicked back to the state legislature and then overridden, so it became law anyway. But it was basically a symbolic gesture. And so Tucker Carlson has Asa Hutchinson on, a Republican governor of Arkansas, to ask, why do you think that it's okay? Well, I can't even set this up. Just listen to this shit.
In the most sensitive issues.
Why are we regulating the behavior of children at all if we're allowing children to decide? And by the way, I read a study today that showed the overwhelming majority of kids who do not take life-altering hormones in the end decide not to, quote, transition to a new sex. So there's a lot going on here, but
What? Okay, all right, I'm sorry, but this one is just okay, so you're telling me kids that don't take hormones or puberty blockers aren't trans? Listen to this.
Who do not take life-altering hormones in the end decide not to, quote, transition.
So if they don't take hormones, if they don't take puberty blockers, they don't transition. Incredible statistic! That's incredible! Wow! Tucker Carlson, breaking news right here.
To a new sex. So there's a lot going on here, but I'm asking as a conservative, you just incited.
I love how Asa Hutchinson is just looking at him like, what? He's just look at his face. He's just
who do not take life-altering hormones in the end decide not to, quote, transition to a new sex. So there's a lot going on here, but I'm asking as a conservative, you just invoked Ronald Reagan as if he were for chemical castration of children. What other behavior should we not use the power of the state to regulate among kids? Seriously.
Well, you debate it every time. And so, look, Tucker, you want to keep talking, or you want me to answer a question? Tucker,
I sincerely want you to answer.
Well, thank you. And so whenever whether it's beer for minors, these are all issues that you have to
goddamn beer for minors.
Judgment calls on it. But we also try to restrain ourselves as conservatives and say we don't have to be involved in every issue. And if you want to broaden the party, if you want to get back to the principles, then let's at least think through in a reasoned way as to whether this is the right bill to interfere with parents' and doctors' decisions on a health care matter, as you pointed out.
So basically what this guy is saying is that I thought we were conservatives. I thought we were for getting the government out of people's health care. I thought we were for smaller government. That's basically his argument. I'm an old school conservative from way back, bro. From way back, right? Come on, man.
Does not have thorough research in every area. And so I yield to that.
But
and whenever you look at this bill, in my
you yield
veto
to the lack of
it,
research. Really quick, 10 years ago, if somebody had said, hey, Asa Hutchinson, you're going to be governor.
Yes, you yield to the lack of research. So he purports that to be preposterous. So if I put forth a bill that says I am going to ban, let's say I'm going to ban plastic Blu-ray cases. Because, I don't know, man, the science isn't really in on that. Like, they could be dangerous, man. Who knows? So, and then if someone were to respond with, well, there's no supporting evidence that they're dangerous, why would you ban them when they're so ubiquitous? I would be like, are you saying there's no evidence? You yield to there being no evidence? It's like, what? Like, if I were to, like, try to ban toilet paper, right? It's like, well, I think that it's, there's this and that, and then someone else is like, well, there's no real supporting evidence that toilet paper is bad or whatever. It's like, so you're yielding to no supportive evidence? Yes! Like, what?
Of Arkansas, and you're going to veto a bill that would have protected children from chemical castration. What do you think you would have said?
Well, just like I said today, if you're talking about a reassignment surgery, I would have signed that bill in a minute. But whenever you're talking about maybe less than 200 kids in Arkansas.
I love how Asa Hutchinson is just saying, like, oh, if you're talking about any other kind of trans thing, I would have said, fuck them trannies, get rid of them, man. I hate the transgenders, man. But, this bill ain't the right kind of anti-trans discrimination, man. I'm a conservative from way back. If we're going to discriminate, we gotta do it right.
It's currently on hormone treatment, and they are immediately cut off without having a grandfather clause in this legislation. I don't think that's treating those kids or their parents or their healthcare providers fairly or equally.
All right. That's the conservative position. Governor, thanks.
So apparently Tucker Carlson just had no response for that. It's like, oh, wait, you're going to take people off of medication with no research onto how that does or how that works? Oh, great. Okay, well, I have no response. Interview's over. It's over. What? I don't know, man. I just, like, that's so bizarre. I love those situations where, like, both people yell at each other and they're both garbage. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's a little ridiculous. But, again, this is the absolute state of American politics, let me just say, and it's not good. It is not good. But it's really bizarre to kind of be trans in this moment. It's, like, a little scary. Little freaky, just people's like, yeah, I don't believe that, you as a person should exist or be allowed to exist. If I had my way, I would kill you instantly. Oh, that makes me feel great. Thank you, Tucker. I appreciate that. But, there you go. Fuck. Children aren't getting chemically castrated. Arkansas has an out there low age of consent, so they always cite it. But even the surgery is rare. Even then, surgery is rare. I mean, who cares if it's rare? I mean, it's just about, like, hating people that aren't you. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, none of the details are relevant as far as I'm concerned. I have a friend who is a minor celebrity around here, and when I came out to him, he revealed that one of his kids is NB. His life is super public, yet this was news to me. He's so proud, am I right? Sure. Sounds cool. I mean, yeah, it's all about fear-mongering, Trying to make people hate other people. All right, let's look at, let's see if there's any news, anything trending. Does anyone have any suggestions? Because that was everything I had on my little sheet. I got a sheet, and that was everything I had on my sheet. So... Apparently, Biden is announcing executive actions on gun violence. Is this live? Is this live? I hate everything about the way things are advertised. It says happening today. When does that mean? Why don't you say happening 2 p.m.? What is happening today? I don't know what that is. All right, let's look at something else. It's been 8 years since former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher passed away on April 8th, 2013. That's good. That's awesome. Let's talk about Elon. Mark, chill, buddy. What happened with Matt Gaetz? Is there anything new? I don't know. I'm sorry if I've become boring. I'm just looking for something to talk about. If anyone has any chat questions, feel free to let me know. I linked that cool physics article yesterday. Did you? Where was this linked? Where, when, how, who, etc. Could I do that puff piece on chat? I'll do that tomorrow, maybe. Talk about Elon with Mark. I'm down to talk about Elon with Mark. Mark, how do you feel about Elon Musk? Can you call in? Do you have Discord? Yes. If you have Discord, yes, you can, buddy. Yes, you can. Mark, click that link. Please don't encourage him. Oh, I will. I will. No? What do you mean, no? Oh, don't know how? Just click the link, yeah. Forgot the little stream delay there. I have not seen that film. I have not. Waiting on Mark to click that link. Once that's been done, I will happily converse about Elon Musk. How do y'all feel about people that pronounce his name Elon instead of Elon? It's like Elon. Fucking pisses me off. It says too many users? What? Too many users? Is that possible? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't say that. It does not say that. There's no way it says that. Too many what? Here, add me as a friend. So go to friends at the left and then click add friend and copy and paste my friend code. Love the show. Gotta get to work. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. All right. See ya. You have a good day. All my homies hate hating people. Hell yes. Those are my kind of homies, man. Andrea with an I should have more subs. I don't know who that is, but I agree. I agree. Leave him alone. That's a good one, Kurt. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, if Mark can't figure this out, I'm probably going to end the show a little early today, because I want to live my life. I've got a life, and I want to live it. Hello, Comrade Pandapple. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of those words before. I think I would reckon in my entire life. So the answer is that.
Get your words straight, Jack.
I have no idea what that means, Comrade Pandapple. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew. I really do. I really do. But I don't, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I just, I am clueless. I am clueless. Yo, my arm is so blue. You see that shit? Yo, look at my arm. You see that vein? It's so blue and it goes all the way down. That's crazy. Wow. That's incredible. Is my other arm like that? It is. Yo, there's more blue on the other one. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa, and then it goes all the way down. You can still see it. You can still see it. Yo. Yo, my body is blue. Yeah, Majority Report's been very anti-Bitcoin lately. What's going on with that? It's triggering me. I'm triggered. I gotta call in. It's a tumor. Stop it. Stop. It's sepsis. Oh my. They keep making it go down. Yeah, they are. It's all their fault. Kelsey, what kind of coins you got, bud? Reminder, I'm not a professional. I'm just a jackass with a microphone. I have no idea what you're talking about, Joe Chen. I've never heard of those words before in my entire life. Alrighty. But yeah, again, I just want to say thank you everyone for watching today. I appreciate that. Everything about this whole live stream experience is pretty cool. I enjoy, this motherfucker's got Bitcoin Cash. Oh my god. I am a fierce hater of Bitcoin Cash. I consider it useless. I consider it dumb. I consider it useless, and I consider it it to me, frankly, it has no use. But the others are good. Litecoin is my baby. I love the lighties. I keep trying. It says unable to verify account. Well, we'll figure it out tomorrow, Mark. How's that sound? But anyway, again, I just wanted to say I appreciate people I love doing this, just showing up every day, talking about bullshits, trying to make people entertained, that kind of stuff. It's a privilege. I enjoy doing so. I want to say thank you to everyone who helped me get the remonetization thing from the YouTube thing yesterday. And everyone who showed up on Patreon and who gave me funds via PayPal or Cash App and other stuff. I really appreciated that. You know, for me, it just, like, takes massive anxiety off, you know, like, again, I'm not, like, food insecure or anything, but, you know, I won't be for, I don't know, the next 6 months or so, which is pretty interesting. That's an interesting scenario. So, again, I appreciate that. And now I got the YouTube thing back, so that's cool. So things are looking good. I'm feeling good. And, so, yeah, I just wanted to say I appreciate all of ya. So does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? If you invest in coin on trading app, you are just purchasing it, correct? I don't know what that means. If you don't have the actual keys to the wallet that the coin is in, it's not your coin. They could steal it from you at any point. But assuming you use a site that allows withdrawals, you should try to, if you're holding for a long term, you should try to make it into your own controlled environment for long-term use. But anyway, I appreciate the attention, the positive attention, and the negative attention, because I find it entertaining. Hello, JL, $20. Thanks for being you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Does this channel have a stance on deng? I don't know what that means. So, there's a freaking Bitcoin ATM at my Dunkin'. Fucking Bob! I can't with that motherfucking sentence. I can't with that motherfucker. There's a freaking Bitcoin ATM at my freaking Dunkin', man. Fucking Dunkin'. This motherfucker said Dunkin'. Turn it off, dude. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know what dang is. But I know what dang is, and dang is a word that I'm going to use in the next sentence. So like the god dang stream, folks, and I will see you later. That's it. That's the stream. It's over. It's over.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it, and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the well for the next. No good, really bad for you. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order.